Always check. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I haven't done the black and gray in a long time. It's been a minute. You know. What a day it is to be alive on this beautiful Thursday. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Put that lemon into the water. Let's decalcify your pineal gland, get you onto another level. Okay, those lemons up. It's not bad. A little older than I'd want it to be. Time to get rid of that lemon and decalcify that pineal gland. I did trade until 3 in the morning last night. You guys saw me, and I got to show you. I've been rug pulled. I can't sell my XLR. Oh, no. Probably just because you need you've been rug pulled. You just need a VPN. You grab a VPN, you change your location, and XLR will probably show up, and you'll be able to get rid of it. That's something with Maria, a few other coins. No one's rug pulled you, man. You've only rug pulled yourself. Hopefully you're all right. Take a deep breath. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Are you here for the greatest show on earth? Are you ready to see if we can make some gains, baby? Shout out to each and every one of you. We've been nailing gains on this show live every single day. It's been amazing. I put out a trade last night. When I woke up, we were in gains again. People think I'm out of my mind. I have to lose a trade soon because it looks like I'm lying. It's absolutely insane how much we don't lose. But, that's just what's been happening. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on it and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome. I prayed to God last night. Thank you, Lord, for this beautiful day you've given us. Thank you for everything you've given me. Allahu Akbar, however you call the Most High. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Master Friend for the Canadian $13.99. All the way out there on the West Coast. God bless you, my friend. Thank you so much for being a part of the journey and being a part of the dream. If you want to jump on into Master Friend, and we'll talk about it later too as well, but man, we have a really cool course here in my trading group, which I think you should take advantage of. $300. Hit the QR code and the link below. You have 3 weekly sessions. This man will give you so much of his life. You'll learn so much. You will be greatly, greatly appreciative that I introduce you to such knowledge. Now, I do advise that you've had some basic training behind you, but I still believe, he'll give you the sauce. He'll lead you to me. Then you'll figure out what I'm doing in the group, and it'll all come together. You're going to make it. You're going to be fine. This is an amazing opportunity here in my trading group. Extra $300. You have to be in the trading group, and that's an extra $300, but you never pay again. And I'm telling you, in 1 month, you'll get 12 sessions of 1 hour. You'll be able to ask questions. You'll be, and you'll be demanded to demo trade for the first time in your life. Someone will force you to demo trade, or we won't want you around. Either you're going to demo trade and learn the way without real money, or we're not going to be happy with you. I'm sorry. We don't want you learning the way with real money because there's a way to do it, but you got to learn how to do it without money. I know that doesn't sound right, but demo trading is key. Demo trading is key. Now, there's researching and investing, but if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how to read MACD, stochastic, RSI, you have no idea what technical analysis is, and you just start going in. But again, I'm not a financial advisor, so nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I'm giving you emotional advice because you're going to be emotionally damaged. Don't get emotionally damaged. Join today. All right, let's break down Bitcoin for you like we do. 44,900. Shout out to the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital and BingX. Both amazing companies. I Trust Capital, access to Chainlink. It's been banging to the upside. You'll be able to buy it if it gets really high and then comes back down. You'll be able to buy it and sell it without paying taxes. No short-term capital gains on that sell. You can't do that anywhere else. I'm telling you right now, take advantage of I Trust Capital today. The Roth IRA. That'll blow your mind. Okay. Shout out to Shano in the house. Shano, you're the man for the pin message. God bless you for doing the right thing every single time, Sean. You are just a man. You're a legend, Sean. Everybody, hands for Sean, please. I want to see 100 people say we love you, Sean, right now. Sean works daily for me. He makes all those beautiful thumbnails that you see. He is the one. He is the mastermind, the genius behind what makes this show pop. How many people love those thumbnails? I wake up every morning. He is the Leonardo da Vinci of thumbnails. Nobody has better thumbnails than our trading group. I'm telling you right now, nobody. Today is about my staff, about my people that work with me. Today, we just shine on the people that help me get where I'm at, and each and every one of you. Today is your day, baby. You guys got us here. So God bless each and every one of you, and thank you so much for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. May God bless you all. Let's move forward. Enough of the shining. I love the love, but I also like to get busy, and I want to see what's happening in the charts and get down to brass tacks. Let's break it down. You can play games, you can have fun, you can talk about love, you can do all that. You can talk about God, you can do all that if you make people gains. You can't talk about God all day if you don't produce. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? I love God. God is great. But you also gotta show and prove. There's a lot of charlatans out here. They're like, God. But what do they do for you? They didn't do a dang thing. You know, God helps those who helps themselves. Number one. I just want to make that really clear, right? You can only ride God's coattails for so long before he asks you to do something. You gotta meet God halfway. You know. Anyway, we started with a trade this morning down here somewhere. Actually, we started with a trade last night. This is the last night's trade. It was a flag on the 7-minute time frame. I liked what I saw on the flag like this. I already got out of the trade. When we were right here, I woke up this morning and I was in gains immediately. Now, I would have been up even more, and I'd still be up in the trade had you taken this flag. So look at, yesterday I gave this trade here, the tightness, right? And I said we're above the 200 SMA, the 8-hour. Everybody knows I was long, right? It's not, right? You could have gone either way. We picked long. We were right. It was a 50-50 channel, but there was other ideals that pushed us into the 70 to 80% range. It was 80%. I believe it was 90%. I was 90% accurate that this was going to make a move to the upside. The TA was very, very strong. When you get above a 200 SMA on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the 8 hour together with tightness, very likely a big move is coming. We knew a move was coming for Bitcoin. You know, you don't go this sideways for this long and not make some type of move either way. A move was coming. And I told you, if you watched my channel, you knew exactly when and what was going to happen. Who here joined the group and couldn't believe how at ease they were for the last month right now? Because every morning you wake up with a nice update. Every night you go to bed with an update. And who here has felt relieved? I just want to know. Give me some feedback. Did you join the group lost? Not sure. And in a short period of time, or the update's so complex, you're still getting a handle on them. Are they not helping you yet? I don't know. I want the feedback. I need the feedback. Please write it out. I want to read it. Let me know. I don't listen. I work so much. I don't get a chance to hear people. Okay. There's no final warning to buy the class. I don't know. They don't know what it is. They steal my thumbnail. They see my thumbnail and they steal my idea. That's probably what it is. I was the first. I didn't look at anybody's thumbnail. Anyway, I'm telling you, it's a final warning because Bitcoin is about to boom. Like we're putting out an alert to people that don't realize how serious things are. Banks could be collapsing. Like there's just, and again, there's people out here that are not going to do the right thing, right? So look, this 7-minute is looking absolutely wonderful here. And it's got a strong candle to the upside. Turning bullish. This thing seems to want to get busy right now out of the flag. That would probably jettison further up to 45,800 for Bitcoin. So I do see a long here on the 7-minute time frame. Stochastics have attempted to flip. 1 hour looks absolutely lovely for a move. The initial trade from last night is still in the money. Stop loss could be brought to break even. Anyone that took the trade last night is in gains. All right. The 1 hour looks like it's ready to just absolutely tear some faces off. We're looking for 46,600. We're going to take a look at BOOKMAP and suggest to see if we have the liquidity. The liquidity takes us to 45.8. Nothing above it, but usually once we get there, they begin to build and they appear. But it does say, hey, the bigger, big red. Remember, we kept talking about big red? Shout out to Lakochi Coker. May God bless everyone here. I love you all. Keep up the good work. We will all shine. Make today the day you make somebody smile. Join the 99. Shout out to Kyle. Thank you so much for the $4.99 pound. God bless you. Shout out to Dominic. Shout out to Paul Horan. Shout out to Corey Upton, Jeff Tham, Antonio Bosta. Shout out to No One's Here. Shout out to Busta Crypto, Harmon Amasola. Shout out to One With Nature, Pegless, Mr. Wolf 963, and my man Stack McChange in the house for the 305. Stack, I'm coming to Hollywood, Florida Again, same exact location. We're going to have to do tacos again, baby. So I'm going to see you. I'll be there from the 19th to the 23rd, something like that. Maybe the 16th, depending on the dates. I always move them around. Sam, I'm in the group. I can honestly say you give so many updates. We all feel like we have the most information to connect to the most probable scenario constantly. Apartment Records, we love you. You're the man. God bless you for saying that. Shout out to Crypto Cash in the house. Good morning to everybody. Feeling good. Who's making gains right now? Remember that $19,000 Bitcoin I bought? That's feeling pretty dang good right now. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 1,029 people, 273 likes. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Cass is going. XCAD going. AI going. He said, life or vision, baby. Dude, Caspa is banging on him to the upside. My bag of Caspa now is absolutely ridiculous. It's soaring to amazing heights. Bitcoin is absolutely popping. Banging on them to the upside. 45,365 for BTC. The 7-minute just broke out. The second we talked about it, it did that. That was the flag. 15-minute, 5-minute, everything looks good. The 1 hour, it all looks like we're going to get a massive move to the upside for Bitcoin. I like what I'm seeing here for BTC. This weekend we'll be in Florida Keys, scuba diving like I do every other weekend, training new divers. That sounds amazing, Salvatore. What a great life. I would love to do that for the rest of my life. Lots of love, Sam. I greatly appreciate you. May God bless you and yours. Shout out to Kyle Vero. 7 billion, my ladies. God is good. Shout out to my brothers. Stay blessed. Sorry if I can't listen. I'm kicking myself. I seen Casper move coming and didn't trigger. Got sidetracked. It's okay. It happens. Move on. There's always, looks like it wants the liquidity above the daily time frame. Yeah, I mean, I put that out to the trading group too last night. I think I was looking at some, I don't know. I did it late at night. An interesting chart. I don't honestly put out. Let me show you. Where is that? I know I put it out, right? I was busting my butt last night, working hard. I just like to grind. I like to be on top of the game, man. Right here. So this is a key chart. I mean, you got this big old target liquidity. That's where look, there's a nice, oh, look at that. An inefficiency right there. A beautiful one too. See the gap in the VRVP there? All the way to 46,005, and that goes to $47,000. There's my target liquidity, the end of that big node there. That's technically a gap in the VRVP. We got above it. It's very likely we're going to continue. 45,400 for Bitcoin, continuing to pump to the upside, out of control. Bang, bang, bang. Weird, I got some 45.4 here on this, on the amalgamated, but I'm at 45.320 on Binance. Let's see what it shows here on MEXC. Shout out to anyone trading MEXC. I'll be honest, I mean, up $24,000 on the day. I had to take a chill pill at one point. I was like, okay. And I realized some of those gains, I realized a good portion of those gains. It's not just a portfolio bump up. Now I got more capital to flip to, and I'm like, what do I buy? I got into this thing, ORNJ. This thing continues to pump to the upside, out of control. Trading group is blowing up. Money is flying out the ears. It's out of control. It is out of control. Let's take a look at, I just wanted to get to my MEXC account without showing everything, right? Jeez. Shout out to MEXC here. Everybody here, the lowest fees in the market. This is why I use MEXC, talk about MEXC, because you won't pay any fees. So if you're in somewhere in the world, wherever you are, jump on it. The people from all around the world here on the channel. And you can't beat that. Whenever you're going in and out, you can, that's the thing. Flashing close on your phone when you're swing trading is super amazing. When the fees get high, it's not so fun. When the fees are low, it's so it makes swing trading futures more accessible, because for me personally, I can take it on the go now and with ease hit a flash close and just be like, well, whatever. It's not 0.06. It's a different feeling. So shout out to MEXC for doing that. If you didn't do that, we wouldn't have access the way we do. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin perpetual futures here on MEXC. And again, I didn't trade futures. I made a good, lot. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars before I even touched a future account. So this is the trade last night that we put out. It now hit the target to 45,279. Bang, bang, bang. Get in, get out, trade executed. And now we're a little overbought here on the 1 minute time frame. And again, even this was a double bottom on the 1 minute inside of a bull flag. Like it just, and I would have traded this. You know, I can teach you how to trade anything in the game. Look, there's an inverted head and shoulder here. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. That's a cup and a handle. Bang. Cup and handles absolutely explode. That's why they call me Sammy. Cup and handy to the upside. When it gets above the 200 SMA, you open up a long with the stop loss on the other side. Bang. I gave you, I just gave you 4 ways to trade Bitcoin. 4 ways, and I gave it to you in under 30 seconds. Come on, man. Hang out with people that do things. If you want to learn something from somebody, learn from somebody that does it every single day of their life. Find out a person that does it every day. Verify that they do it every day, and then hang out with them every day. You'll become good at it. That's a pretty simple way to do it. That's a very simple, straightforward. Find someone that does what you love to do every single day. And if you can hang out with them, my goodness, that would be probably one of the best things that you could do for yourself and for the betterment of your progression, if that's what you want to do with your life. I'm just so heavy in spot right now on multiple trades. And you guys saw me also go super hard. You know, even when I opened up that entire Kepler farm, that was a big deal. I put a lot of money into Atom and a bunch of other coins. The staking rewards are booming. We're now making gains. I took my rewards today and compounded them already. Continuing to go up, and this is amazing. So shout out to Kepler, shout out to Cosmos, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. 45,330 for Bitcoin. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. Keep it clean, keep it classy, no fees. MEXC, 54% gains I woke up to this morning. In at 44,177, out at 44,690, and then continue to scalp Bitcoin. I mean, this thing is insane. So Celtics took the Hawks down last night too as well. Everything going our way for the Celtics. Beautiful game. 125. They a little hairy at the very end, but they closed it out. 5 minute looks to continue. My target here is 45,790. We got 45,007, 45,008. You can see there's a bunch of liquidity right there to sell. That would be a short squeeze. We would watch the price action get pumped up into this area. We would watch liquidations, and we would end up getting a short squeeze here on this area. All right. Triple A, quadruple my can't wait to get out of my day job and make this full time. 10x boys, my broski for life. Lifer beyond the group. If you know, you know. I closed my trade this morning when I woke up to gains. Didn't hit my take profit, but to gains as I was at work all day, so I don't have time to check the chart. Feeling so blessed to be alive. Amen. And yes, had we left the trade open, we would have made more. Of course. That can be the case many times, but you could also have lost. Solidifying gains is better than not. You know, and look at that short squeeze that just happened the second I said it. Just like flushed. It's crazy, right? They just squeezed the shorts right now as we said that. And they pushed us above another resistance that I got going on for Bitcoin. So it's a beautiful day to be alive. It's a beautiful day to be a Bitcoin holder. It's a beautiful day to jump into this flag like I talked about the second before it broke out to the upside at about 45,050. All right, moving forward. I got my 10x, my 30K in crypto, God willing. Amen. Told my boss I'm done in less than 2 years based on my crypto gains predictions. Bold move. Will the DeFi airdrop class recording from the other day be posted on the group? I just told everyone to go watch the live stream from yesterday. It said everything to do. It's super. I'll do it again. Everyone's wondering about the DeFi class. Number one, open up a hardware wallet. It's as simple as going to metamask.io and saying open up a wallet. All right. But here you have to go to Kepler. All right. You have to go to Kepler. Wallet.kepler.app. All right. That's where I will go. You have to verify that address, making sure you're not getting fished, but that's the right address. I downloaded a Kepler address. I'm not a financial advisor. This is what I did. All right. It gives you a seed phrase like every other wallet. You use that seed phrase. Okay. You open up a wallet. Once you do that, you take the addresses, you send them from, you have to buy Atom. I mean, that's the whole thing. You have to buy Atom. You have to know how to buy Atom, send Atom to your wallet. And that's kind of the part that I basically broke down, But then you just go to EIGEN layer. Okay, you hit restake now. So you send ETH to your MetaMask wallet. If you know how to do that, You go to EIGEN layer, connect your wallet, and then I went to Swell. Right here, I hit deposit my ETH. Boom. I got this SW ETH, and then I staked the SW ETH as well. All right, and you do a double stake on the site. That's basically it. You press stake twice. You keep some gas on the sidelines. That's it. This wants to continue. My target is 45,854, and we're now at 45,440 for Bitcoin. This thing wants to continue to rip to the upside. I also gave a trade for Caspa last night. Let's talk about what Caspa was doing. I'm watching AGIX here. I'm going to redistribute that, but I like what it's doing. It finally kind of made a move off of the 618. Let's take a look at our baby Caspa. And my Caspa bag is absolutely exploding. It's out of control. Almost getting, $73,000. I mean, this is crazy. But last night I watched the 7-minute, and it looked to me like it was going to break out to the upside. I gave this trade to the trading group. This is now up. I did use leverage on this trade. I ended up pulling out about 45% gains out the trade. It was pretty awesome. So I woke up to double gains. It was a pretty awesome day to be alive. I mean, and I just feel like, wow, so yeah, 815. I'm looking at 44%, 22%. It's just beautiful gains. It was a 20x leverage trade, and I very rarely trade altcoins leverage. Very, very rarely. It's not something I do regularly. All right, it just seemed like price kind of slowed down for a second. I'm like, what's going on? So moving forward, beautiful time to be alive. Do we continue to move? We got to look at the total market cap. We got to look at total 3. All right. And I was super bullish on it too. Let's talk about the idea here. We had to break back to the upside here. We had to come back for this high. Could we be double topping? We very well could be. Let's be open-minded to the bearish scenario here. Everything's looking great, but let's say we know nothing but the fact of our own ignorance, and let's be ready for anything that could happen. All right. Hey, Sam, am I too late to buy Caspa? That's up to you. You'd have to research it, get into it. I truly believe at DCA, there's nothing wrong with buying more Caspa. I may be done. I don't think I really want to buy any more Caspa. Definitely no more than at 15 cents, I'm going to be done. I don't think there's a reason to buy any more Caspa above 15 cents. I started getting into a penny, so I don't want to put in too much. You know what I mean? Get myself, there's just no reason. I built my bag. I'm convicted to my bag. We'll see what happens. So the total market cap for cryptocurrency did break to the upside, right? My target is $1.87 trillion. We made this projection. We talked about it would be great if we came up, went sideways even, but that would take a couple months into the halving. Probably a little quicker because the halving comes in April. So let's take a look at that Bitcoin halving countdown and see when it's coming. How many days till Bitcoin halving? I love seeing that thing. It's like my favorite thing to look at. 72 days, 17 hours, and 19 minutes. I mean, it's getting kind of scary for me. I don't know, because it's kind of like Christmas, man. We all wait for the one thing that could change it all, right? And then when you get it, I don't know, there's a sign of relief, but there's also this sign of just like, oh yeah, So what a beautiful, 72 days, 17 hours, 19 minutes, and 38 seconds for the Bitcoin halving. All right. Okay. Where are my mods? There's no moderators today? Lakochi, man, what's going on? I see no moderators. Shaw and Lakochi, you guys aren't doing any spam blocking. Hey, Board Type Crow, anyone else here want to become a mod? I don't see mods doing the right thing. You guys are making me mod, man. Come on, guys. If you're gonna mod, you gotta mod. Even that spam right there, though. Yeah, all right. Thank you. Thank you, Stack. Appreciate it. Hey, man, I tell you what, when you're the CEO of your own company, you'll do it all, right? You'll do it all. So Bitcoin, 45,340. We're going to get into it, see if it's going to continue. But the halving coming at us is absolutely insane. All right? I'm going to have to delete all my old work. I don't want to, but it's been an amazing run. And even this morning was another beautiful pump. to the upside. Every little flag that I drew in the 1 minute has played out. And people say, "What? All you do is trade flags in the 1 minute." And I was like, "But I know what I'm. But that's it. It's so beautiful. It's so absolutely beautiful, right?" That was. I mean, what a beautiful move. Anyway, hey boss, can you take a look at Luna C? We'll take a look at Luna C. Yeah. And I just want to talk about it, Jennifer. I gotta get that card. Here it is, right? I got it here. I got a gift in the mail from Jennifer JJ Stamper at 79 at Yahoo. JJ's Designs. So if you want a cool design like this, reach out to her, JJ Stamper. Follow her, JJ Stamper right here. Here's that QR code and all that fun stuff. I can take a picture of this and maybe I'll get it on the screen tomorrow when I talk about it. So here's the deal. She went out of her way to find the pictures that I just posted to the group, which I'm super happy about. God bless you. And she made this for me. And it says, "Mom and Dad, always on my mind, forever on my heart." And it's two pictures. One of my dad helping me when I was like 3 years old. And another one with my dad behind me. And then my mom holding me both times, This was on a boat trip we would take, like, what a memory. But this was such a nice thing. And that's why I love YouTube. And that's why I love being a part of the world, because, like, I went to the post office and there was a package and this was there. And, some would say I'm crying for my parents, but I'm actually, like, these are tears of joy because I can't believe someone would do something so nice for me. So shout out to you, Jennifer. May big karma come your way. Thank you so much for thinking about me and pushing forward. I really, really appreciate it. I love you, and I thank you so much. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. All right. Wow. So just had to say that. And I know, let's get back to brass tacks and get back to the show. But just thank you so much, Jennifer. That's just, like, honestly, doing something for someone else other than yourself. What a great example. What good karma. And just, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. I just wanted to take some time out of the show to be a human for a second. We're all about the money. We're all about the charts, but we can also take a moment to be human beings. You know what I mean? And we can have some class, some honor, some respect, and then we can get back to the show. But, if you want to send us something, P.O. Box, oh, man, every time this happens to me. The P.O. Box, babe? Have you written it down yet? My love? Tough, man. I'll tell her what it is, and then I'll make her write it down, and then she'll never forget it again. But you were raised right. Yeah, I don't care about Escalades. I'm good with my Toyota. Shout out to Jennifer. We love you. We appreciate you. God bless you. Your positivity is amazing. You're man, and you've helped me more than you know. Much love to you and your family. Amen. Okay, let's take a look at the total market cap pumping on Bitcoin. So it's gotten a pretty good pump. The daily is getting a bit extended. Still could be a high, a low, and a lower high. I don't want to bust everybody's bubble here, but this could still come down and make a lower low and come down to this 200 SMA. This could be sucking in some people just to turn us right back to the downside. You must be able to take profits if you're in some big trades. You know what I mean? I don't know. You do whatever you want. I'm not your financial advisor, and that's not what I am. I am not a financial advisor, and I'm not yours. But the thing is, when I see big green candles, I take some profits. Like today, I took some profits. Now, some things went up a little higher, and I but I don't get into that regretful stage. I just get ready. I'm saying, okay, I prefer to invest in education. I'll take money though. Just don't care about vehicles anymore. Amen. Man, I tune in at the best time. I run a business and I need write-offs. And so to me, it's a completely different story. It depends on where you are in life and what you're doing. You and friend give me the most amazing technical skills a person can believe, with discipline, with a normal job still. So awesome that you also keep the job. That's a smart thing to do. That's what I did. I balanced them both until I was able to transition. It's all about the transition out of your 9-to-5, into the life that you want to live. That's what it's all about for me. I just wanted to bring, Aiden's mascot, or Jaden's mascot, right? Jaden, we love you. This is for Jaden Forgot, I wanted to do this for his birthday. But Jaden, we love you. We appreciate you. And we hope you had a wonderful time. And you know what? Send us more beautiful train videos. I'm still in love with trains. Watching those train videos were amazing. We love you, Jaden. Jaden, we love you. All right, everybody, have a great day. You know what I mean? I'm just in a good mood, but that's my buddy. I just want to shout out to my buddy, And I don't want to say too much. I want to keep it under wraps, but he knows, man. Anyway, the daily. At a resistance. Okay? 1.68. All right? I want to quit today, but I would be too gen after these gains. See? They make a bulletproof Escalade too. I mean, you can always make anything you want bulletproof, right? At the end of the day, right? I made the same amount of money in the past 3 days as I would have a month at my 9 to 5. Learn to balance until I can quit. Thank you so much, Sam. Shout out to Josiah Jelowick. And that's what $3 a day does, right? It keeps the landlord away, man. Shout out to the 1,342 people here on the live, 399 likes. So total market cap in all cryptocurrency. We have a key resistance that we're at right here, right? Because this candle couldn't get above it, these two candles. That level is 1 point. Let's see what we're at. That's the one thing I can't stand about the countdown to bar close. Sometimes they cover up where you need. $1.68 trillion, right? But it's very important you do add countdown to bar close. That's in a hidden menu in here. When you right-click this channel, there's another hidden menu. I don't think everyone realizes that. All right. Good morning, Sam. I appreciate you being on the live, spreading knowledge and positivity. May God continue to bless you and your family. Shout out to $9.99 from Icon87. Not even asking for a coin or anything, just sending $9.99 my way to be super nice and appreciative. May God bless you, man. And may good karma come your way for your attitude of gratitude, brother. And thank you so much for being here. May you tap into the frequency of abundance and continue to live in love. And with those two things, you cannot be denied with your passions and what you go for, right? If you wish love on all other men, then men will wish love on you, right? Like the other human race. So continue to spread light, love, and positivity. All right. Resistance, we got to get back above $1.68 trillion to remain bullish, right? I would even bring it here to 1.69. So we're at a resistance, in my humble opinion. As great as everything is, we have to take that into account. So the daily needs to continue. And the daily's quite far away from the 21-day moving average. Whenever that happens, it tells me we may need to take a bit of a chill pill. Same with the 21-day moving average on the 22-hour. We're getting a move, but we're a little farther away than needed. Still, it was a shoulder, a head, a shoulder. That was a complex inverted head and shoulder, too. I called that out. Pretty simple to see. That was one of the most simple longs in my life. Like, I'll be honest, I was 90% positive this was going to break out because we were above the 200 SMA on the 8-hour, right? It was a complex inverted head and shoulder. We were above the point of control. The moving averages were tight. The daily was getting super tight. The 22-hour had room on the stochastics, right? The 8-hour looked like it was going to move on the movement. The 4-hour was low on the stochastics. It was just there was just everything that, the 1 hour was even low yesterday, right? And it gave you a perfect entry. If you use my signals, which you can create yourself, which is tight moving averages, price above a VRVP point of control, which is this red line, and the stochastics low with a MAC and the lack of MACD. I mean, those three things. I also add Fibonacci and but again, if you just keep it simple, tight moving averages, lack of bearish momentum in the MACD, stochastics turning in the VRVP. I mean, you're gonna have such a beautiful win rate, and you're gonna love it. You're going to love the way this system that I teach you works. Then listen, every time price gets pretty high on the stochastics, you're gonna make, what do? You're gonna chill out. You're gonna project the flag like you would come here. It would look like this. You project the flag, and because the 21 would be here, and that the 21 has to come and meet price. When the 21 meets price, we're likely to get the next move to the upside. I teach you this over and over again. 21 meets price, boom, to the upside. Where do we get a slight rejection? At a resistance point. 1, 2, right? We have some chop here. Makes sense. People are going to take profits where they see resistance if they're swing trading, especially if they have a lot of money. Look, there's also a high volume node sticking out right there at 1.68. See it? Let me actually bring back. Why is this changing? It changes when you add liquidity on screen. All right? But there it is right there. Look, we stopped right here, right there. There's that little node right there. Bang. You can still see it right there. There's still a gap here. The fact that if we can continue through, we will gap up. If not, we're going to probably hang out in some chop. But there's a lot of support here, everyone. Look at it. A lot of support on total. This was a big chunky area with a lot of liquidity. We ripped through it. It's a really good sign. It says we should not go lower than really $1.64 trillion anymore. See that? That's a big So here's the deal. I just want to close today above 1.64. You know what I mean? And it looks like we very well may. We're well above it. You see that? That could be the begin. We may never go lower than that ever again. I'm not saying but it's a possibility. 1.64 could be our big bottom on the total market cap and all of cryptocurrency. A giant inverted head and shoulder. You see it. Shoulder, shoulder, head. It was a giant complex inverted. I pointed it out numerous times. I talked about it over and over again. We are not out the woods yet. And I'm going to tell you why. We're not out the woods yet. I'm going to tell you why. Stay tuned for more in the show. And I know I'm not trying to scare you, but there still is a bearish signal that has not been unconfirmed yet on a large time frame for Bitcoin. There's still a bearish signal that has not been unconfirmed yet. All right. So now I'm going to be right-clicking everywhere. Salvatore Metella, we love you. 1,300 people watching. Smash the like button. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. All right. And I'm going to be nice right now and gift some memberships, right? Or unlock membership perks. Oh, I can't do that now. Membership gifting. 20 memberships for the people. And I never gifted memberships, but I'm just in a good mood. Why not? Y'all are supposed to gift them, but I'll start the train. I haven't done it in a long time. I don't think I've ever done it, actually. So there are 20 of you can jump on in now and be interactive. You got to right click. Someone teach me how to do this, because I was on a live stream the other day and I couldn't and I saw I had a chance to get the gift and I couldn't do it. You got to you got to turn on accept gifts in your settings, I believe. Then you have to go up to these buttons and you have to click on it. This doesn't give you access to the trading group. This just gives you access to becoming a member of my group. I will do a member live stream very soon. I keep saying I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one soon. It was going to be a Q&A from the caddy. You can ask me any question you want, only if you're a member. So, we'll turn on member-only chat. And that's what we could do. That would be a perk coming up. Hey, Sammy, good day. I don't know how to trade. All I do is join your Discord group and buy whenever you say share inside. May God bless you. Have you made money? Shout out, thank you to celebrate his first Super Chat live stream. Well, that's not what I want you to do. I want you to learn what I'm doing, and I want you to backtest my ideas so you can become me and figure out exactly what we're doing. Because, you never know how long I'm going to be here for. If it's not enabled when the gifts are given, the chat itself will prompt you to the setting. Stack McChange is always there to help you. All right? Shout out to all the green crew that just jumped on in. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here. All right? So the total market cap, 1 hour, right, has some legs to moon right now. Like it says we're going to continue to go. All right. So this tells me that so the 1 hour says we're going to continue. That makes me move down to the 7, right, the smaller time frame. And it says, hey, let's just flag it out. And what it looks to me is we can get this flag on total. We'll get our final pump. It could actually take us pretty high. It could take us to 1.78718. We still have to get above this resistance. We may never do that. We could double top. We can make a head and shoulder pattern. There's no guarantees here. We're going to watch the 7. So it looks to me like we're going to start to wind down here. And, the volatility is going to slow down. I could be wrong, but that's what it's looking like right now. All right? That's what it's looking like right now. Shout out to everyone jumping on in, gifted memberships. We love you. And look at the new members. We love seeing the new members here on the channel. And if you want to send in a super chat, what you'll do is you'll actually send balls into that jar down there, and the balls will explode. It'll be interactive and fun. It's pretty fun. So if that's something you want to do, you send it in a super chat, and those balls will explode. You'll move my balls around here on the channel. All right. Let's get back into the music. I just gotta live with music. I can't do it without the music. I don't know why. It just is what it is. I would love to learn everything from you and be like you. And yes, I did make some profit as I always closed the trade early for safety. Jeff Pham, we love you. I love what you just said. You're a humble trader. Humble traders make compounded gains. All right. You have to remember, a lot of people don't know how to trade. They're just going off of like interest rates and, some ETF funds. The gains we make and the things that we do in the trading group are unheard of to a normal person. You have to remember that. We are very blessed to be able to have the extra amount of tools and information that we have. There's a lot of people that will never know what a 1 minute chart is and how to scalp it for gains. It's a good and a bad thing in some, you know. Let's see those balls jump for the czar. Wow, you're the man, dude. Wow, and now the caffeine is really kicking in. You feel it hit your system like, whoa. Wow, I got like a rush to my head over it. So I'm watching this little flag here on the 1 minute time frame. It's looking pretty bullish. At the end of the day, I'm going to be watching the 1 minute and the 7 for the next hour and a half to 2 hours. Those are going to be the time frames to me. They're going to give me the best information possible. All right. And we're going to see it's a little delayed. We'll see. It's coming, though. It's coming. There it is. There it is. Jeff Tham, we love you. We appreciate you. Oh, it's that delayed, huh? Hi, Sam. What are your thoughts on Litecoin? You know, Litecoin will follow Bitcoin. If Bitcoin gets a big move, Litecoin will continue, but we'll take a look at it. You got my 5-year-old son saying, banging on him to the upside. He loves your stream. On the 1 hour travel to Academy football training twice a week. Dude, that's amazing, big dog. We love you. We appreciate you. Also, I want him to be a very gentleman. I want him to treat ladies with the utmost respect. Tell him I want to open every car door. If he ever goes, you know, whatever. No, actually, he's too young for all that. But, you know, but just teach him the etiquette to be a gentleman, you know, even at a young age. Tell him that, you know, vulgar language goes nowhere. You know, his friends can do all that stuff, but he's already a lifer. He's already changing his formational energy, his frequency. All right. But God bless him. Thank you for watching the stream, man. Love people that have interest in crypto, but please quit buying Litecoin, a zombie chain. You're funny, man. Hey, man, people are going to do whatever they want. That's what I learned. So the total market cap, you know, it's likely we can continue up, but we do have a resistance at $1.69 trillion, right? Chance we get a bit of a pullback. We're going to show you the bigger time frame and something that too tomorrow on the macro analysis every Friday. That's definitely something. It's funny. We have thousands of people watching the live, and people don't want to watch that macro analysis. What do I got to do to get you to watch that macro analysis video? We got to do something. Like if you watch it, I'm going to say a word somewhere in it. And if you guys say the word, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to hide words in it. And if you watch it and you find the word that I say, so I'm going to hide a code word in those videos. And if you find the code word and you find it, we're going to give you something. So that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to force them to go find the cookie, Jamie, the Easter egg. That might produce some more views because they're like, all right, now I got to find it. I'll get something by giving him something, right? New people need to buy Litecoin so they can get wrecked and then realize to buy Bitcoin. It's a rite of passage. This guy's funny, man. Anyway, so we showed you this tighter channel, right? It did boom to the upside. We have a major resistance coming at $500 billion for the altcoins. I'll tell you what, once we get above that, it's all smooth sailing, and we did just break above this beautiful resistance that we've had since January 2nd. The altcoins have been definitely being pushed down, but look, shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. The complex head and shoulders so far has broken to the upside. That's not done as well. That destination is neckline to head, boom from there, and that tells us that we're also likely going to break out. So this says more is coming. More is coming. The 1 hour also is very aggressive, pointing to the upside yet again. So again, it comes back to the same idea that I'm watching the 7, and then when I get to the 7, it tells me I got to watch the 1, and then when I get to the 1, I see a pretty nice flag here. So when I do my due diligence, it just shows me that there's probably a continuation here in the next hour to 2 hours, and we're going to squeeze some more shorts up to 45.5. And you can see there's a big bunch of liquidity up at 45.8, and so BOOKMAP wants 45.8, and it is what it is. So this is a likely move to the upside here. All right, that brings me back to BTC, and then I can do Bitcoin right now. It's doing the exact same thing, and this flag now is already still in the money. This little flag that we started with, maybe we started the channel right here, and I drew this flag and was like, wow, this is about to explode. And literally within like a few minutes of me saying that, Bitcoin got the move to the upside. So the first thing I talked about is in the money again, right? Anyway, now we're making another flag. See? And we're holding above resistance. Doesn't mean that we could dump in 2 seconds and I could be 100% wrong. I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. I tell you what, everybody, I never claim to know where Bitcoin's going. The second I tell myself I know where Bitcoin's going, I usually begin to start losing trades. So I remind myself every single day of my life that I know not where Bitcoin go. But what I do know is what the indicators have a high probability of telling me what's likely going to happen. So like this is a, bit of a double bottom here. A double top, I mean. You need this. This could be a show. Look, this could be making. So look, we could also right now begin to project the semi cup and handy to the upside. My whole thing is about projecting things before they happen. Look, a shoulder. Look at this. This will bug you out. Go to the 30-second. I know this is, and I'm not saying, but look, a shoulder, a head. Is that going to make a shoulder? I'm not saying it's going to. This could collapse. It definitely has double top vibes. We could make a move to the downside. We would be coming to this area. But previous support is resistance. Can we stay above 45,300, 250 area? Look, the 1 minute is high on the Stokes. Likely that it comes back down. This will challenge. If this falls out and loses this area, boom. I don't make a trade. I may wait, and then I'll go to a bigger time frame, map it out on the 7, and wait for the 7 to do its thing. If this bounces and does something like this, I'm going to get interested. I'm going to probably post up, put a stop here, and begin to go for the higher time frame. BOOKMAP is already telling me that it's likely we're going to get the move. All right? So yes, I see both scenarios. I can keep both of them in my head at all times. This is the key to becoming a more advanced trader from an intermediate. An intermediate trader hasn't seen enough trades, so they can't build this many projections. I've seen the cup and handle happen. I've seen the bounce. I've seen all these things happen, so I can make the projections because I have the data to go off of it. My subconscious mind has been fed so much information that I have the information. Look, that even looks like a head and shoulder right there that could break to the upside. Looking like Bitcoin's about to get the squeeze anytime. So the next trade that I'm starting to project onto is this one here. I'm touching the 21. Now, I'd like the Stokes to be low, but again, when things get crazy, they get crazy. That's a 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio right there. Before I enter the trade, if I do enter the trade, all right, I exit out. I build the trade here too as well. All right, right in front of me. Now, the 1 minute's a little high for my liking, but when things get crazy, it'll pin that 1 minute, and we will continue to the upside. I have won about 7 of these trades in a row, like, basically playing in these flags. Every single flag that I put out to the trading group for maybe, I don't even how many days now, has played. I don't even keep track of the gains because it's just like I haven't lost. I just don't know when the last time I lost. That's all I know. I can't remember the last time I put out a call and it didn't play out. It's been I think it's been over 2 weeks. I missed one opportunity to short, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to get every single, but I've been able to call almost every single Bitcoin impulsive move here. I'd like to wait for the Stokes to come down, have this come sideways, stay above the 200, even have the 200 come up a little bit. The 200 comes into price action, oof, that'll be an even more likely scenario. However, the way things are going, I wouldn't be surprised if the thing just skyrockets up and I miss out on the entry. So, but the best way is to calm myself and wait for these Stokes to reset. The Stokes are telling me they likely could reset. So I'm a little high risk if whenever I get into a trade when the Stokes are above the dotted line, I'm high risk. It doesn't matter, it can't happen. But look, this one played out. This one came back down, right? 45,300. And then it's supported resistance too. And look, that's an SR flip. I mean, resistance on the wick, bounce right there. We've respected the line. What line is that? 45,230. So now you're like, okay, I got an SR flip. I got my ideas. I only use the 200 in the 21. That's all I really need to keep things really clear on this chart, right? I don't want a lot of noise. 3.79 risk-reward ratio from the low. You break that low, you've basically made an M downtrend, right? Unless they kind of wick it down, but even then, so you want a low, a high, a higher low. I tap into the trade. Now everyone freaks out about leverage. To me, as long as you know how to, like, if you spot trade, this is the same as a spot trade. It's like, I can't touch leverage. It's like, well, you just probably don't trade leverage properly. Like with response, you got to be responsible. That's all I'm saying. Like, but again, most people aren't responsible in life. So why would they become responsible in trading? Like, it's about, if you're successful, if you ran another business and you were successful, you're likely going to be successful in trading. I'm telling you right now. All right. And remember, you can lose. There's a very high likely chance I'll lose the trade too. All right. I don't like that we're high on the stochastics, but things are kind of, things are brewing right now. Could easily be a double top. I could wait for this to break out again too. I'm definitely buying into resistance. Not the best idea with high stochastic. I'm at a standstill here. See, my mind's like, but again, you lose every trade you don't take. See, the stop to me is so deep that I could take a bit of a loss. What I can do is I can add this first trade. When it comes back down, I can double down. So now I'm asking myself. Now my brain just said it wanted a little more data to make the information. It said, I can't make the trade for you yet until you give me some more data. My brain's saying, no, I'm not going to buy a high stochastic. I'm not going to let you do that. I'm going to have to wait. It's saying, I'd rather you miss the trade in front of everyone and show restraint. My brain just said, I want you to show restraint to everybody and wait for the Stokes to reset. I will not let you buy this double top right now at resistance. So I'm going to wait it out and be patient. And if I miss out, I miss out. All right. Brain told me to wait. Checking in with Crypto Lifer. Bot brain told me high non-probability, high stochastic. The universe is made of 8,000 different particles flying at the speed of light. Oh my God. Somebody quick, turn him offline. The bot is messing up. The bot is messing up. He has fractaled. Everybody quick. They're gonna know he's not real now. Somebody quick, take him off screen. Somebody disassemble. Oh man. So I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin though. We're getting tighter. This is the net. What is the coffee doing to me? This is the next area that I'm looking at for BTC. All right. This is Sam on Coffee. Love it. You're funny, man. I just watched Grandma Boy yesterday. I love that. Yo, Grandma's Boy is my favorite movie. Yo, I can't believe you just said that. It's one of my favorite movies ever, man. I love that movie. The monkey was driving the car. Hi, monkey. What's up, monkey? What you doing? Man, Bitcoin's getting super bullish. To me, it's looking like a short squeeze is coming. I'm gonna ape in and not be responsible here, but I got a good stop. All right, but it's likely we're gonna come back down. But I did just ape in. We'll see what happens here for BTC. All right, was it a $24,000 trade? $500 at 47x. All right, and I could easily get stopped out. I didn't risk a lot of money though, and we've been on an absolute streak. If I lose this trade, so be it. I have no, we should pull back, though. The computer brain told me to pull back. The pink guy's in here. Growing up watching that movie with my dad. You're funny. I don't think my dad ever saw that movie. If I played that movie, I don't think my dad would have been like, my dad thought things were funny that he thought were funny, but he was like conservative in a way. It was interesting. I can't, anyway. So that's the Bitcoin trade that I put on. It could easily get lost. We could easily lose it. It's a bit of a double top M pattern that could easily drop to the downside. I'm a high risk guy taking a very high aggressive trade. Please don't do what I do. Just saying hi. I saw your prayer request for Summer from Jesus Coin Community on X. Hope she's doing great. Thank you. And that's not my daughter, just so you know. That is Meet Kevin's daughter. And just when I see anybody's daughter going through pain, especially the daughter with the same name as my daughter, oh my God, it hit me like a ton of bricks. So I just wanted to say, man, and I want to stay up to date. I want to find out that she gets out, everything's all right, and everything's going to be all right. But, one of my first daughters was in the ICU. She had some, mucus in her lungs. She was born a couple weeks early, and we had to watch her just, for, a couple days. Everything was okay. So, but newborn parents do, and I hope it's not serious. But you never know. I don't know. So all I want to do is just pray for him and his family and hope that everything is okay. That's all. All right. So they're either going to come get these longs real quick and boom us out, which they very well might. It's a very high-risk trade. I just want to make that really clear. All right. The 1 minute did reset pretty nicely without much of a drop, but it is an M pattern. I mean, that's an M pattern right there, right? Looks like it's going to be an easy short to the downside as I longed it, right? But we know that there's a lot of stops up here too that we could swing up and grab. I mean, it's either way. I'm going to leave it alone. I don't like to stare at my trades because that's usually not the best look. All right, let's go on to the weekly chart and let's talk about why I was super, super bullish for Bitcoin. And again, as much as even making 10, 20 grand on a futures account is cool, I'm about making hundreds of thousands of dollars buying BTC spot at the right time, loading up and changing my life. That's my thing, man. But again, everyone has a strategy that they're comfortable with. Don't force people to make you do what they're doing. find your happy place, stay in your zone, okay? So this weekly candles look like it's going to close absolutely beautifully in 3 days and 8 hours, but you never know. But this wick told the story. I mean, look at that. That told you there was people waiting on the sidelines with orders, whether it was algorithmic, whatever you want to call it. People jumped on in. It was also a beautiful fair value gap. Look at the fair value gap. Because that candle closed and that candle wicked. And look, it came right into the fair value gap. Like, you got, like, that also was the CME gap, right? So you had a fair value gap, you had a CME gap. Both things were really, really nice, okay? So look at that. And you came close to the 21-day moving average. Now, the only thing is this gap. Price doesn't like to be that far away from the 21 for too long. That's one thing that I do have to caution to everybody that no one else really is paying attention to, because it's something that I look at all the time. 5-day chart touched the 21 and got the bounce. I always teach this. I go over this on multiple time frames. All right. Up in the 1 minute and the 5 minute. Thanks, Sammy. Cup and Handy. Mara up 14%. How is Phantom doing for yourself still in your portfolio? No, I don't own Phantom anymore. No, I do not. I've moved on from Phantom. Too many newer coins and newer ideas and newer projects. You know what I mean? Like TIA, you know, there's just so much other stuff out there. I'm not into Phantom right now, no. Amazing how that fair value cap was filled. You can even see it here on the 5-day chart. But beautiful move on the weekly for the FVG. Shout out to Master Friend holding it down, always teaching people what's going down, man. And the sauce, you know, when you teach people the right sauce, they can backtest what you find and know that you're just revealing things that were already mathematically, you know, they could have been mathematically aware, but someone has to point that out. It's impossible to know some of the things in trading on your own. It's just like, oh, I just started going to the 618 because, you know, I read a book on Fibonacci and figured that trading would be just like that. It's like, I don't know if there was any human being. I would love to know the first human being that threw a Fibonacci, but that guy was one of the smartest guys on the world. He was like, you know what? I'm going to put a Fibonacci on this and see what happens. I mean, what an intelligent being, right? That person was spot on. We also talked about this being a hidden bullish divergence. Remember? And I kept back. I said, you know, we got to backtest this theory because I never seen it elongated, but that's a swing down while that was a swing up. And it said that the trend would continue and we would break the high. And so far, it is playing out just like hidden bullish should. So that tells you the trend will continue to the upside. Very interesting times to be alive. Bitcoin at 45,320. Took a little bit dip down to that 290 area, but still, you know, we'll see what happens holding up. Bounce here of 38,648. And you can see that the 3-day chart could be even getting, you know, we did not get above a resistance. So here's the bearish scenario that I want to just put in your mind. And I'm so sorry to be bearish on such a beautiful day when everything is great. But I got to keep you prepared. Trading is like chess. If me and you were trading and I was your chess coach, I would tell you, how many scenarios do you think the guy could pull against us? And at the end of the day, I would be writing them down. And then I would ask you, okay, on 2 moves, how many moves did you see? And you saw 3. And I said, there was really 5. You missed 2 of them. Let's work on more of your projection. And I would try to help you project better, right? I'm doing the same thing here. We're playing mental chess here when it comes to this trade, you know? This is still a reversal diamond. Remember when I kept saying, I respect the reversal diamond. I expect this, even if we're bearish. I said, I really expect this to pump to the top of the diamond. Hit this diagonal trend line. We could just be making a giant falling wedge here, and we could come all the way back down and crush these longs and come to the 200 on the daily. Get a move here, maybe make this a giant inverted head and shoulder and move on out. You must be open-minded to the fact that this is possible. If you're not, then you're not ready. You cannot be all bullish all the time. You have to be open-minded, especially when things are bullish. You have to be able to see both scenarios. You cannot be blind. I used to be, it's only bullish and I have to be bullish. Then when the trades didn't go well, I was devastated mentally, emotionally. I thought I was right. I had it all down. You know, now I'm never right. I don't know what's happening. So when I lose the trade, it has nothing to do with me. I took a probability. The probability didn't play out that time. Oh well, I move on. I don't attach myself emotionally to the actual result of the trade. It has nothing to do with me. You get it? Maybe I assessed the probability slightly wrong. Maybe I was overzealous on an indicator that, you know, that's possible, but from at the end of the day, at least I'm not using 100% emotion. Now the trade even still has more room to go to the upside. Even if it is a diamond, it could even continue up into this level. To me, we're not out the woods yet till we break through the high here at 46.9 and even the high there at that high at 48.50. So, like, yes, we've held a beautiful weekly support. Yes, things are looking good. But, I mean, that's a high, that's a low, and that would still be a lower high, wouldn't it? And aren't we really overbought on the stochastics and the daily? Now, we don't want to see is a hidden bearish divergence. That would be an uptrend in price action, but a downtrend here, right? You kind of have it here, I'll be honest, but we would be skipping a divvy. But right now, that's a bit of hidden bearish divergence in a way, because that's from this swing low to that swing low, it's an uptrend, but this is not. That's a downtrend. So I'm seeing possibilities here of a local top. And, you know, I didn't think I would say that today, but I gotta be the bearer of possible bear news for you. Okay? Doesn't mean it's going to happen for sure. Our 2-day chart has gas. Our 3-day chart's just getting started with a beautiful bullish engulfing candle. RSI too. Things are looking good, but I just got to put that word of caution out there. Our 8-hour time frame is cooked. It had a beautiful, we made the bump. I mean, look, so I just got to put a word of caution that we could be hitting a resistance point. This definitely is a diamond to me. I haven't given up on it. It's one of the cleanest diamonds I've ever seen. Because a lot of times you have to kind of like force a diamond in a way, right? And the diamond's at exact resistance. You see this coincidence there? So unless we can get back above this key resistance today, I have to start to kind of put the idea in that a short is at hand. Okay? And the people that make the most money are the people that begin to see the short way before everybody else. And the people that make the most money are the people that begin to see the long. We saw the long way before everybody else. We ate. We took our profits. We see that we've pumped nicely. A lot of altcoins made some gains too. And I'm sorry, I don't mean, and again, everyone wants me to tell them that it's going to continue to go up and that we're just going to continue, but that's just, I can't do that to you. I'm not that guy, and I won't be that person. All right? I want to be euphoric today and just scream and yell and say, we're going up. But, I'll tell you why I'm getting a little bit bearish here. We're making a pretty big gap away from the 21 here on the 8-hour. We're making a very nice gap away from the 21 here on the 4-hour time frame. So here's the deal. Yes, I'm still I'm still going to play that small time frame. I'm able to see both scenarios and play with it. All right? It's all right. I'll play with it. That's how risky of a trader I am. I'm high risk. I live in a, there's many people that do not. And again, then some people say I'm low risk because then I won't take the same risk they will. So there's a balance too. So a resistance. This is key resistance for Bitcoin. We must break back above this zone to remain bullish. I'm going to call it big boy resistance. All right? We got to get above this key level to remain bullish. If we do not, we got trouble. What is that line? That's 45,600. All right. I'll call it 45.7. I'm going to call 45.8 to the wick there. Really, it's 45.6 to 45.8, but I really want to see us break above 45.8. But we even hit 45, 560. So it's a range. But the key level, you got to break above 45,005. We'll call it 5. The 5s, then the 8s. It's always the 5, then the 8, then the next level. That's what I've learned. I don't know why, but that's how they do it. The 5, the 8. So the 4-hour looks like it may want to pull back here. Let's zoom in. If we get tweezer tops, and this 4-hour candle closes in 3 hours and 48 minutes. So if this candle closes red with a tweezer on the top, that's going to be a bearish scenario, and then you're likely to come back down to the 21. This was a massive short squeeze, everybody. And they're going to bring it back down again. So don't get too euphoric. That's what everyone's doing. They're getting too, oh my gosh. Take a deep breath. Take a chill pill. Even me, what I do is I just keep taking the small. See, what they'll do is they'll pump the price. Then the price will keep getting inflated, and people will continue to short. As people continue to short, what happens is we can keep trading the little, tiny, small time frame flags. At one point, we won't get enough people to short, and our small time frame flag won't play out. Then maybe sometimes we get another one, but then another one happens, and then boom. All right? Looks much better to me when I invert the chart. Often when I watch Bitcoin mining stocks. Yeah. Let's see what he just said. I'm going to teach you something else in a second on another chart. So Bitcoin's had a key resistance. All right? We've had our fun. We've had our cake. We ate it too. I'm still going to take the high risk idea. All right? I want to make that clear. So this is where we stand. I would love to see us close a candle above resistance today. Let's see what happens in that 4-hour time frame. Let's see. Bitcoin just took a massive rally up and a massive rally down. Look at that. Look at that. It doesn't look healthy now, right? When I'm down 100 beats, see? No goes. Funny, I hit every single trade for days, all night, every day, but it's okay. It's great to be humbled. You don't want too many people hating on you. You know what I mean? When you win every single day, you know, you gotta lose so some people can smile and be like, thank God that sucker lost. You know what I mean? You don't want to be freaking winning every day in front of everybody. Like, get the eye of horror, that evil eye, right? And we're still in the trade too. We're right at the stop though. It's like, look at that. So close. It's coming for me. Yep. I'm using the previous low. We're fighting it. But it's going to take me out. There it goes. Oh. 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 Oh my God. Look, they dart wicked it and they didn't get me, dude. Look at that. Yo, that's crazy. I'm definitely they're going to fill that wick. It's almost impossible. That is insane though. Look at that. That alone is just a phenomenon. Look at that. They dart wicked it, yet I didn't get hit. Like, what are the odds of that? Dude, if that ends up being the low and I end up surviving this trade, that will be one of the most epic stop hunts ever. Like, they're going to fill that way. I don't see how I don't get taken out. It's a beautiful M. It's looking bearish to me. Doesn't look like a nice flag to me at all. It's changed. Once this trajectory changed from a 45-degree angle, yeah, there we go. I'm out. So I lost 100, 110 bucks, 120 bucks. And it looks like a nice M, man. I could see it breaking down. And look, it's going to come down here to this 200 SMA. That's where you're going. If you're in a short, take it down to that 200. Likely you're going to go down there. All right. So Bitcoin hit a resistance, and you can clearly see it, right, on the smaller time frames. You also want to look for a bearish div here on the 1-minute time frame. I was just going for one more. You never know. It could have been another. There could have been one more. And we still have liquidity to the upside. It still could easily reverse back inside the pattern here. I've seen them do it. If anything, they'd want to wreck me because they're like, they're sick of this guy calling Bitcoin every day. I'm the one guy they'd want to mess with. Right? But that's an M. And even today, I was just like, man, I'm like, I shouldn't say. No, I can't say it, but. So for me, looking like we're hitting resistance, looking like I should stop playing that short game and start to calm down. Wait for this 7-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour, right? And it's also looking like, so now, be a good place to start a short. Stop loss above resistance. Okay? I wouldn't do it just yet. I'd like to see us break maybe a 200 SMA on a 15 or a 7. Let's see the 7. Yeah, I'd wait for this to break. Once we break the 200 SMA on the 7-minute time frame, that would be more of an indication that the bigger overall short could play out on that 4-hour time frame. So until that, so this is what I'm doing. Here's my idea for the day. I'm going to watch Bitcoin make a flag here on the 7-minute. All right. Like so. Even the 1 hour, actually. And see how we're away from the 21. We got to reconnect, and we're really too far away from the 21 on the 4-hour time frame. So, to me, I see a pullback for Bitcoin coming, in my humble opinion. Beautiful run. We called it was a beautiful run. All right? Tried to get the cherry on top. We did not get it. And remember, still a possible reversal diamond at play here for Bitcoin. So, here's the last thing. We'll flip it upside down. We'll pull a Fibonacci from wick to wick. And you can see, like, we bounce right into the golden pocket. Bitcoin loves to reverse from the golden pocket. So that could be a beautiful short right back down here to the 382, 236. And that would make perfect sense with everything I'm going for. So pay attention. That's reverse Fibonacci. You don't see me do that a lot. But again, all you got to do is just kind of, it's the same thing I do long, but you just flip the chart upside down, pull a fib, and then flip it back upside down. It'll flip this for you, keep the fibs regular even though you flip the fibs, which is pretty cool. You got to love that. Because you think the fib would be upside down, but it knows. It knows what you're doing. All right? So you'd be shorting the golden pocket at resistance here if you open up a short for BTC. Likely we're going to pull back down to the 21-day moving average. Unless, you know, the only thing is BOOKMAP's got this bold liquidity above us. And that tells me to watch the smaller time frame. So every time, because the whole world's going to see these bigger time frames and begin to short. That's what they're going to do. And this is where my edge comes in. My edge says, this is why a lot of times when everyone gets rocked, I don't. I start looking at the smaller time frames and I just keep the faith on them, right? And I don't give up on them. And I'm willing to take a shot on them. And so there's a chance that, you know, this continues up and we eventually do get that short squeeze. They really want 45,800 for whatever reason. Maybe that's when we get a nasty bearish divergence. And then you're also looking, do we make a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder here to the downside? Tonight is our weekly screen share, everybody. If you join my trading group, we do a weekly screen share. It's absolutely beautiful. Flipping the chart is Alt-I or Option-I. Alt-I on a PC, Option-I if you're on your Macintosh computer. It's awesome. You'll absolutely love it. It'll give you a new perspective and show you how to see the charts in a different way. All right? Remember, looking at that beautiful stop, if I didn't use a stop, I'd be sitting there watching the chart right now. Should I get in? Should I get out? Emotions running high, unable to move on. Another thing, it takes so much of your attention away when you don't use a stop and you decide you can handle it. You're staring at the charts. How many times did you not use a stop loss and you sat there and it played with you for hours? How many times, just shoot a stop loss, it would have kicked you out. You'd have been able to move on with your day. Remember, your time is the most important. Yes, we're all running after money, but you can always make more money. You cannot make more time. Repeat that after me. You can always make more money. You cannot make more time. My time is limited. Every day, I have less of it. Let me say that again. My time is limited. Every day, I have less of it. Every single day, I get less time than I had before. I'm going to be 41 in a month. On my way to 50 years old. Are you kidding me? I was just 28 years old. I was just studying gold and silver. I was just going to change my life. And then I found Bitcoin and everything was going to go, you know. And I had these dreams. Now I'm an old man with 3 kids. Are you kidding me? Or about to have my 3rd kid. Like, life moves so fast, man. Trader number 1 rule. Learn to cut the loss. Orange pumping. Orange is out of control. Let's break down orange. And I sold orange regretfully now. I'm like, damn, this thing just never stops. $45, man. Wow. Crazy. I sold at 35, 36. I mean, I got in super early. I got in literally at 11 cents. Figured I had to take some profits, you know, but I see a bearish div now, and I'm not putting down the project. Great project. And again, I see it like this. I believe it's going to be $2-3, 260. I see this going from 44 cents. You know, mark my words, only a matter of time. Also, did you bridge to Marlin? How do you do that? Go check out my man, Crypto Lifestyle. All right, he's awesome. He's the coolest dude in the world. Check him out. And you want to join his Telegram if you can. And then someone's going to give you a code. You can bridge to Merlin. No, I said Marlin. You can bridge to Merlin. They're doing an airdrop. This is BRC20 on the Merlin chain. All right, it's all about that Magic Eden and what's going on here with BRC20. So if you like what's happening with BRC20s, if you're in there, if you want to be a wizard, you're cool with the whole Merlin idea, this is pretty interesting. So what was that? Oh, yeah, that's the, I was like, I thought it was behind me, but it's this right here. Yeah. Anyway, so just wanted to put that out there to each and every one of you guys. The Merlin chain. All right. So there is an airdrop here, and all you got to do is bridge. Again, be careful. Do whatever makes you happy. You know, just putting that out there. Sam, I don't know what kind of glasses you have, but you out giving, you see the plays before they happen. Thank you, man. Yeah. Yeah, and then Bitcoin starts to dump. Well, because we hit resistance, right? Shoulder, head, kind of a right shoulder now. Okay? But we're holding it. It's not over yet here. This is where they find out how many people are going to go long and short, and they decide what they're going to do. So now they're going to wait and they're going to say, okay, like, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just projecting. So look, now we're going to make two ideas. A falling wedge. Right? That's the confusing. I'll get rid of those. But this is the idea here. We got this, and if this starts to pump and go sideways, then I know that we're hitting off this support or resistance flip. Previous resistance becomes support. I want this to be small. Right? Resistance support. Now, if we lose that, we're going to lose the 200 SMA. Then I'm going to start looking for, then you're more likely to. So you're watching. This is really what I do for a living when it comes. You can do this on the daily on all sorts of stuff. Then you can pull a Fibonacci here too as well and start looking at your local fibs and see, okay, could we come down to a 618 and get a bit of a bounce? Could this be a range? Are we going to make it just a final move here? Master Friend likes to use the candle bodies. He would already be at a 618. So this is just something, to look at. And you can learn how to trade anything this way. Orange did the same thing. Like, we could look at Orange, and that's what Orange did in the 4 hour later on. Look here, it did the same thing. But look, we're looking at Bitcoin on the 1 minute. This is Orange on like the 30-minute chart. And last night I was seeing, does it go sideways? And when it is, it bounced off the 618, and then it bounced again. Now look, it's using support and resistance. Previous resistance became support. And then you do the same thing. Now you're like, okay, well, what is it going to do? Is it going to flag out? It can't do whatever it wants. It can either pump out of nowhere beyond belief right now. Stokes are a little high for that, but it could happen. It could dump out of nowhere beyond belief right now. Unlikely, right? There's a lot of liquidity, and we're seeing that it got above resistance. Or it can go sideways and get ready for its next leg up. It has three possibilities. Or it can go slightly down and get ready for its next leg up. 4 possibilities. There's only 4 possibilities. I can outrule the fact that it's going to pump out of nowhere. That's probably a 1%. And it's going to dump out of nowhere. Those are both low probabilities based on my years of doing this. So I know they're possible, but I'm not going to, make them, I'm not going to act like they're possible. Like, if they tell me there's a 10% chance of raining, I might put an umbrella in my car, but I'm not going to, plan all day for rain. I'm going to go with the probability that it's not going to rain. You get it? Like, I'm always, that's just, to me, that's trading in a nutshell. So this is why we're able to give so many great calls in the channel. And then I know how price action works with the 21-day moving average. If this comes in and we get close to the 21, we're likely going to get our next leg to the upside. Okay. If we break the 21, then we're likely to come down to the 618. This is a very hype project with a lot of hype. It's probably likely to continue to 63. From what I know about when projects get this high, and there's a lot of sentiment. It's BRC20. They got an app for the phone. I got it right here, the orange pill. I mean, get orange pill, right? Bitcoin meets DeFi and Web3. So smart, they call it orange pill, like orange, right? NFTs on Bitcoin, dude. I mean, self-custody, private, anonymous. They got the app, the ordinals, Arcadico, a decentralized non-custodial liquidity protocol, AGIX Go, a hybrid of automated market making. Dude, AGIX has been hot. We got into AGIX. We told you this whole BRC20 thing was going to be hot. I inscribed to BRC20 not this October, but last October. Over a year and some odd, like a year and 3 or 4 months ago was one of the first time. So we've been into BRC20 for a long time. We have our BRC20 section inside of the trading group. You won't find that on almost any other trading group. Okay? Right here, look, you got our BRC20s. Now it's not gonna, right there, bang, right? And people are active in there. We got the 99. We got a weekly screen share tonight. We share tokenomics information every Monday. And I go over the coins that are going to be hot. We look at a lot of different ideas. So I'm excited. You should be excited. It's 11:30. All right. So orange, looking to get tighter, could continue to the upside here. So we're watching Bitcoin. And you can see I'm more bearish than bullish. We hit a major resistance for BTC. Could be the perfect place to enter a short for Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. All right. And you could do a demo on it, right? You could demo the short. Say you weren't short. Look, I'll show you how to do it. Say you're like, okay, I've never shorted in my life. Say you're like, I don't short, I've never shorted. But we got to learn how to make money both ways, right? We got to. So you head on over to the demo trade, all right? This is where you make it real for yourself. Nothing wrong with a demo trade, okay? You learn. Oh, they want, oh, yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah, we want the BTC USD. But they'll let you trade both, which is cool too, right? And honestly, look, previous support is resistance. Like, there's a chance that this turns into a beautiful ascending triangle. And you're looking for the hidden bullish divergence now. I'm telling you, like, BOOKMAP is still showing us liquidity above us. So what everyone keeps saying is it can't keep going up. So they all start to short now. So just, this is why you're back, but I'm confused, Sam. My system, I'm able to switch at the very last minute. So look, this could be our next big trade. This could definitely be our next big trade. To put us in the liquidity zone at 45.9. Exactly where BOOKMAP says we're going. Too many times BOOKMAP has come through. So look, you can be like, all right, I want to trade that. You know, and you'd be like, I want to see if this, you know. And so you learn how to demo trade. Look, 45.983. I'm just doing this because I want you to understand it's okay to demo trade. I think people like feel subconscious about it. Like, it's not real money. I'm a loser. Come on. You're learning how to use this movement. You're learning how to take risk. You're learning, okay, if I open the long, it's going to say, okay, what's my liquidation? 45.247. Where's my stop loss? 45.93. Okay, so I have to lower I'm at 200x leverage, right? Oh, of course. That's why my liquidation was so high, right? I don't usually do that. I do like 45, 50, maybe even 37, right? 40. Look, I've been sitting somewhere there. So, and look, previous support is resistance. That's an SR flip right there. You got to respect, even if it's a small time frame, still an SR flip until it's not. So we go here, 45.983, 45.93. All right. And it's saying, okay, I want to, like me, normally I would risk, you know, look, I'm going to risk 300. And you could try this out over and over again, right? This is a very high risk trade, entering a trade right now. Thursday is lower liquidity. We don't get the follow through as much sometimes. By 2 o'clock, we get lower volume. It's already 11:33. So is a chance this kind of mills off. We go sideways and the trade just kind of slowly picks you off too. And I'm going to teach you, you can open up like a long and a short too, which I'm not a huge fan of doing personally. I'm kind of an all or nothing guy. Like I'm on the one way I'm at or I'm not. Hard for me to kind of flip both ways like that. Look now, the liquidation price is 44. Our stop loss is way above that. The margin we lose is at $1,700 though. Like for me, so I really would, if it was real money, I would likely wouldn't take this trade. It's the only thing about demo trading is you got to act like it's the real money you have, right? I wouldn't, but if I had 47 grand, I could risk 1,700, but I'm gonna lower the leverage a little bit and raise the entry price. I mean, that's a crazy risk, $158 for $1,700. Liquidation price is 43, 45,093. Very close though. See how close the stop loss is? Even if it's a demo trade, I'm not feeling the trade, honestly, personally. They could easily stop us out. I wouldn't enter the short until I watch the smaller time frame. That's the thing. So I like the short, but I'm in indecision right now, see? Bigger time frames telling me short is coming in. Smaller time frames could snipe the shorts though. And I've seen both more than not. I've seen the little one take out the big one. But there we go. Now we lose resistance. That gives me more faith in the see. I want to see that lose resistance. And then I was like, all right, previous resistance is not now support. And a lot of things are going to pull back now, right? I take profits. Today would be a great day to take profit. Look at total 3. All the altcoins tanking now. Look at that. Look, now the altcoins lost to 200 SMA. All right. Look, kind of a shoulder ahead and a right shoulder. A gap in the VRVP. Boom. Liquidation. See? People that don't take profits get burnt. All right? You got to learn how to take some profits, especially when things are out of control high. Out of control. All right? I'm sitting on a bag of tether right now because I sold this morning. All right? Already scalped this short. Thanks, Sammy. The show literally pays you to watch it. Shout out to Jenna X. We love you. You're amazing. God bless you, Jenna. Let's talk about things that are pumping regardless, like ORNJ coin. Dimension MEXC at 786 just out. Wow, this thing just got ripped. And I was looking at it down here at 478. It just came out on MEXC just at $3. It did a double up. We knew about this coin too, and now it's part. You know why? People are getting good APY. So they're running in and sending it into Cosmos. Again, look, tight moving averages. Let's go back to like the 15 or the 10. Tight moving averages. Getting above a previous support as resistance. Bouncing. Measured move. I knew about this coin, but I felt it was too hyped, and then it just got lit. That's crazy, right? Boom. And that's looking like it could start like a major parabola. Like that. This could be the beginning of something big. That's what people don't realize. Every time I see something pump, it seems to have more gains. And more gains. This is crazy. So I could see this coin at 14 before we know it. Honestly, it's like just getting started. Crazy. If you want to trade who we trade, you want to jump in where I jump in, CryptoLifer.com. All the stuff that we went over, you would have woke up to gain, see all the things that we're talking about, every single setup that I put out. I also have 4 elite traders in the training group that I study with, we worked with. They're posting charts all the time, things that they see, right? Like Sean right here posting about MTV and Biko, right? Amazing ideas. Look at this. He's posting out where he likes it. Bullish divergence. I mean, he's pointing out some cool things. Biconomy's been hot too recently. I love the 21 crossing the 200 on the 3-day. Possible we get another golden cross setup. Daily has momentum. Remember, we talked about that when Bitcoin did it. The 21 crossing the 300 on the 3-day chart, right? Dude, the people in my group are super. And then he's giving you a list of things that he's looking at. Look to the 886, just above the high volume node. 2 to 3 day oversold with bullish momentum with the daily. You know, this is the quality of traders in my trading group are top notch. Shout out to my man Stack McChange. Just quality. Absolute quality. All right. B-Roz, my man Sean is the absolute bottom hunter. He finds things at the absolute bottom and nails them for absolute insane gains. Sean literally, like no one does it better than Sean when it comes to finding bottoms. Like the dude is out of control. It's what he does for a living, really. Buying undervalued assets at the perfect time. My man David Kendall putting Ray out there. And I got to stop. You guys are getting too much free information right now. And on top of that, I'm posting the coins that are hot on Token Metrics. Look at the gains, man. Caspa I put out last night for gains, right? We got paid out at this flag before I went to bed last night. Bang, for Bitcoin. We got paid out this flag last night at 6 o'clock. Again, bang. When I went to bed at 12, we were in gains again. I put out this accurate call that day at 1:55. We were in gains that afternoon. Dude, GAXX was in a tight channel. That thing continued to boom to the upside too as well for gains. TRX boomed out. We talked about it there. Look, it just continued to go. It took a long time to make those gains. RLC. RLC took a dip low. I don't like that one. That one's I don't like when ones go below my key area of support. They're not, to me, no go. It has to be a perfect trade with no stop. Malvia, bang, bang, bang. Sometimes I'll give my team, I'll say, I need the gains for this. But they, they'll see that I made the gains, but I want it to be perfect. This accurate short that we put out. I'm showing you that we can short and long the market. Anyway, so been an amazing week. Jump on into CryptoLifer.com. You'll also be prompted right there to join our weekly newsletter. It's awesome. We give you 2 weekly newsletters a week. I work so hard. I work 7 days a week. My staff works amazingly hard to keep you guys up to date. All right. Wow, Dimension just getting an absolute blast to the upside. When Elite Ordinals Traders spot. Couldn't do it without you, brother. Shout out to Sean and David Kendall. God bless Stack McChange in the house. Master Friend asked for a Hex forecast. Let's take a look at Hex. He did. And let's jump on into the altcoins now. Let's take a look at the DXY and then jump on into the altcoins. How's that? Is that good for everybody? All right. And one thing we'll do, do people like the trap instrumentals more or the trans more? What do you guys like? Do you like this stuff more? It's kind of, this one's a little more methodical for going over the charts. I'll tell you, it's a little better for my brain. Then you know, it's like, but you guys tell me what you like. Master friend don't like the trap. He don't like being in a trap. We don't like being in a lap. So like, let's take a look here at the DXY. Make it a bit of a cup and handle, but look at that, beautiful. You see what I see, right? Do you see what I see? Shoulder, head, right shoulder to the downside. Everybody, I'm going to attempt a 3-day fast. A water fast. Only water for the next 3 days. Can I handle it? Can I get it in? Can I do it? I need 808s to thump the trunk. Bean on pink to the pump the dump. To the lunk the dump. To the crunk the crunk. That would be a nice way to start the track. I need 808s to the thump the trunk. What you're feeling about Ondo and Sue collaborating? I think it's hot. I think it's a big deal. I like both coins. Just want to get into the right place at the right time, right? DXY came out. And so we have a lot to talk about. You see this? We want this to make a right shoulder. That's what we want. All right, we're going to get rid of the moving averages for you because I know you don't like it. There's a rising wedge that could break to the downside. We'll rebuild this stuff in a second. For now, I just want the clarity for you. So beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Shoulder, head, kind of a right shoulder came up. We're at a resistance, a heavy resistance for the DXY. We hit it here. We bounced. We hit it. We came through there. We hit it. So this is a major resistance. 104.50 really. We want to see this come back down. Why? It would make a right shoulder. If we make a right shoulder here, oh my gosh. It's going to spell disaster for inflation. See, the only thing is if this happens, how does Jerome Powell now he's going to just keep, I don't know, but how does he raise rates? He can't raise rates now. He's got his hands tied. See, he's stuck. They're stuck. They're never going to get to 2%. I'm going to run on it. Like, I'm going to use it as a running campaign. They're setting me up for the greatest campaign of 2032. They're creating it, and I already see it before it happened. I'm projecting that before it happens. You know, whether it's me or someone that I help, I'm going to make sure that the right person gets into office in 2032, and we're already working it. We got 8 good years to put our plan into motion. Play some side trance a bit. Basketballs. MYR. You can do anything you put your mind to, Sam. Thank you, David. Headache and bellyache. Sound miserable. Just to drink water. 72-hour fast once in a while is nice for your system. I know. You got to do it. You got to do it. We knew the lifer before he was the prez, right? You never know. So we're looking for this to make a right shoulder and break to the downside. This breaks up. That's off the table, right? And then we're looking at maybe a Bitcoin struggle, and then this does its thing. And then does a, that's Bitcoin falling, like I showed you, all the way back to the downside. All right. So look, we're kind of just, we're making this falling wedge. You see it? A little flag though. Not the worst thing in the world. We did use the support or resistance so far, and we held it. We bounced off the 618 fib there. Look, money printer right there, see? Master friend. In and out, right? Look, to an inefficiency. Right? Look, see. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Just, money printer to the inefficiency, bro. Like, right, like, this is it. Like, I see it. You're teaching students gold. Look at that. See? And there was a bullish div. So you get the bullish div. And then you play it back up into the fair value gap. You get out. You're done. Call it a day, right? Dune. That's one right there. Happens a lot if you can identify it over and over again. Now, see, what I see is, this is hard to see, but I started seeing these. This is an M pattern. Right? Kind of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Bitcoin's going to pull back now. It's Thursday. They ran the liquidity. Right? Likely we're going to get a move further to the downside. Once you lose this 200 SMA on the 1 minute, more downside is likely coming. Also, we could make a shoulder head. We might make some right shoulder here and come down. So I do see a pullback for BTC. Three days hard, but if you drink lemon water and add Himalayan salt, you'll be fine. All right. Bitcoin pump, it's going up. Next move, it'll go down. You're funny. Just make 3K on the model and the NQ this morning. Love it. Can you show the liquidity bubble chart? Annual taxes paid here in the UK, so we ain't buying right now. You're funny. Thank you for gains this week. Took a long on Bitcoin and Matic. You rock, brother. Shout out to Blue Punk Rocker. Liver, did you get BOOKMAP liquidation working? I had to uninstall and delete everything and download and load the new version. That's what I'm going to do tonight. Yeah, we'll get it up and running. Hex, Sol, Luna C, LTC, GFAL, and Optimism. Celtic Salt must be better than Himalayan. You're funny. Blockchain tokens got your boy really eating. Do you see the news about Sui and Ondo collabing? Yes, I do. It's a big deal. I like it. All right. So we hit a major resistance for Bitcoin. Shorts are actually starting to play out heavily right now, right? Perfect time to actually hit a short. I almost guarantee that if Jason Casper comes out later on today, you will see a short. Almost guaranteed. Because that was a 618 reversal. It's exactly what he would do. Right? Bang. Right there. He loves shorting 618 reversals. I mean, it's a smart idea. Let's take a look. Shout out to Hex, Sol, Luna C, LTC, GFAL, and Optimism. Shout out to Jason. Check out Jason Casper on YouTube. Dude is amazing. Puts in a lot of effort. Really cares about his people. And does a lot of work, man. And so God bless him. God bless all the awesome YouTubers out there. New guy, Alex O Crypto. Check him out. He's interesting. Bunch of new people coming on the scene, you know, just like I did. And, you know, let's welcome them with a warm hello and say what up, right? The more odds we have on the market, the better. All right. Hey, man, I just joined the 99, but can't get into the Discord. I can't message anyone other than sending emails. Babe, this person said they paid crypto and haven't been able to get in for 3 days. I've never heard that. Did you email cryptolifers@gmail.com? Like, my staff is literally waiting for you right now to email them. I've never heard of this, and we've been doing this for years. And once out of like a year, someone will be like, I waited days. It's just rare. It doesn't happen. So I believe the wrong email is going there. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com immediately. Cryptolifers with an S @gmail.com. You can also go to my website and go to the contact place right here. If something's wrong, go to support, hit contact us. Say, hey, I jumped into the Discord. Blah, 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 blah. We'll get an email immediately. All right? Fill out this, hey, I'm having Discord issue. What is it? Hit it, submit. Someone will get to you immediately. I'll email again now. Thank you. But, like, did you email in the first place? Because it's just really weird. Like, or did it go to the wrong email? Sometimes you have to disconnect Discord and then reconnect. Happened to me when my monthly subscription to the trading group renews. Yes. Thank you for saying that. All right. Let's take a look at Hex, Sol, Luna C, LTC, and GFAL. Let's break it down. Let's take a look at HEX, Hex. All right, so I've been bullish on Hex. I put $500 just to prove it. It's been in the gains. I put it on down there, right? We shot up, we came back. Hex is hitting back on that 618 Fibonacci retracement. Beautiful place, and you know, and honestly, if you can't feel the Hex army kind of building up again, there's something brewing with Hex. You know, you got Ben kind of pushing Hex again. You got just a lot going on right now. Right, and you can feel the movement. 618 Fibonacci retracement, maybe a 786 possible, but I do see Hex further going up to probably 1 8/10 within a month. That's my target for Hex, and I am more bullish on Hex than bearish. The daily wants to rip to the upside off the 618. Very bullish. There's a fair value gap right here that it could fill, and one right here too. That would be even lower. So I mean, if you can grab, limit orders to half a penny would be a smart idea, but you never know if that's going to happen for sure. All right. Yeah, and Bitcoin hit a major resistance, right? You can see it. That's just what happened. 4 hours starting to pull back now. And the short's in the money pretty nicely. Too many big guys in the market now, so price will always be all over the place. Manipulation at its finest. It's okay. Don't be negative. That's how the stock market's been for years, man. See, Master Friend, isn't that funny? He goes, too many people, he's like, it's an algo, bro. And they play it over and over again every single... How would I be able to show you a short squeeze every single day on my channel 90% of the time if there wasn't an algorithm? Don't worry, man. Passionate is a better word. Passionate, baby. I love it. And there you go. I mean, there's a nice dump there for BTC. Really nice dump on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. And pulling back. Pulling back. Take profits on your alts that are up huge. And look, we're going to come back down to the 21-day moving average. I told you this. Whenever the 4-hour gets this far away, it doesn't like to stay away from the 21 too long. Whenever I see them squeeze the shorts this fast, we usually come right back down somewhere close to the 21-day moving average. Even the 1 hour was away from the 21. I cautiously played the 1 minute because I've seen them squeeze. I've seen them do it. All right? But that's why I watched the one, and that's why when the 1 minute lost the 200 SMA, that was a short confirmation. If the second that candle closed, you open up a short to the downside. All right? Bang. And there you go. Who's making money in the short right now? Bang, bang, bang. We knew the dump was coming because we were here and learning. Shout out to Bust Crypto. We love you. Price will be less volatile with the big guys. I'll buy a decent dip. Bitcoin still bullish, baby. Amen. And you gotta buy the dip, right? You gotta buy the dip. We'll take a look at that fear and greed index here. Should be at a 56 or something. 66. They got it pretty high, man. This thing's been way off, but you never know. All right. Plan B talking about another big high and mentioning some key moving averages. You know, it looks like he looks at the market a little bit like I do. And, you know, he had some key insight. Talk about 31K probably. We may never go lower than 31K again. And I'm going to ask a poll in the chat here. Do we ever go lower than 41,000? I'm going to ask the poll. You don't have to see. You could say it in the comments, right? But start a poll. Do we ever go below 31K again? Or does Bitcoin, right? Just to make sure. Does Bitcoin ever go below 31K again? Start the poll. Let me know. Answer the poll. I would greatly appreciate that. All right. Did Bitcoin ever go below 31K again? Yes or no? All right. Hi, Lifer. What do you think of D-Mail? I've never heard of it. Maybe one time to shake out weak hands. One more time before the halving. Price will be less volatile with the big guy. With the big guys. 10% to the big guy. Next bear market, it will. All right. When you read Lifer's testimonies, you'll know you're in the right place. Everyone, if you made some gains, if you learned a lot, please write a testimonial. It's the nicest thing you could do to give back to the channel and to what I talk about. All right. That's not messed up. That song just likes to put those little breaks in it. All right, let's get back into these super chats. Let's take a look at Solana. And look, it's breaking out as suggested. I put this little flag. I said, once you have a flag outside of a falling wedge, you usually break to the upside. So far, Solana did that. The low was 93. It went all the way back to 102 in 2 days. The daily still has legs to the upside, but again, just like Bitcoin, could we be faltering? There's a chance. But what I see is this. I see Solana making maybe, we're going to just watch the consolidation, and it could be like that, but it's likely probably going to come up a little higher. Tap something like this. No guarantees, but this is what I'm watching. I see the shoulder, head, and right shoulder here with a neckline as well. That's an inverted head and shoulder for Solana that I just saw. All right, I didn't see that till now. A lot of stuff gets revealed to me when I'm with each and every one of you. That's when I see it. This is all in real time. Nothing's fully planned. We never know what the super chats are coming or what's going on. So we got an inverted head and shoulder that could take us to the top of the pattern. And remember, I was buying Solana at 20 bucks. I put out the video into the jacuzzi saying I'm going to start buying some Solana. Like I don't know how we feel these. I think if you've been in crypto long enough, you can just, there's some intuition going on there. So to me, Solana just looks beautiful. No one cared about the network even being dead. No one cared. Like nobody cared. Except for trolls on Twitter, like who are like crabby that they probably didn't get into Solana. A lot of people get mad when you become the top dog. Solana stuff works the fastest and the best, you know. I did a video about it. Go watch my Solana video. It'll blow your mind. We break down so much about why Solana is amazing. All right. So once it gets above 121, it's easily going to go for the $100 gap, right? So this is my idea for Solana. And then you have this inverted head and shoulder. Can't tell you exactly what's going to happen. And it is at a resistance. But right now, it doesn't seem to care about BTC. This makes me want to slip into a BTC pair chart for a second and talk about Bitcoin pairs. And let's see like what, yeah, look at this. I mean, Stacks wants to rip against Bitcoin right now. The ordinal game is hot. And even though Bitcoin's kind of, the ordinal game don't care. Battling back to 45,000. And there's still liquidity up here. They may be just drawing more shorts in just to flush them up again. I'll be able to figure it out. I'll use my magic to figure out what's happening. Could be doing this now. No hidden bullish though, as that's a slant down. You want that uptrend. I don't know how I'm going to go 3 days without eating. But I realized I've been eating to kind of, I sit in my house all day. I sit with the charts. I wait, I'm with my kids. And I'm telling you, man, I'm eating for entertainment recently. Just like, to get through it's like, so I got to like, little snacks, juice, stuff like that, sugars. I started reading about my arteries last night. And it like, I posted to the trading group. Before I went to bed, I watched on 2x speed. The best meal to clean your arteries. You know what the best meal to clean your arteries is? Who here knows the best meal to clean out your arteries? I got to think about this stuff. I'm turning 40, man. If I'm not projecting into how my health will be in the 60s or the 70s, I'm going to die a nasty death. I don't want to do that. I want to die in my sleep when I'm 90 or 100 years old. Right? Of natural causes, baby. That's what So we'll see. This may, You're watching to see if you're making right shoulders. You want to see if you get above this resistance at 45,165 now. Clearly defined resistance now at 45,635 though for Bitcoin. Sam, search Celtic Salt. Thank you, man. This guy, another person, babe. I think they're trolls, babe. Why didn't you see his email? Come on, I don't know. That's not an excuse, man. Come on, man. Another person now saying it. Dan and 4 Explorer. I joined the Discord. Can't get into the Discord. I can't message anyone other than sending emails. Babe, what are you doing lately? Dan 4 Explorer. All right, thank you. Please check the emails and be on point. Thank you. I appreciate it. Apologies to Tom Crew. Wow, what are you saying? She's all good, man. She sorted me. Okay, cool. Very smart for fasting. Hidden gem in all of health. The number one meal to clean out your arteries is fasting. Is no meal at all. Isn't that crazy? Not eating a meal. Like no meal. So. BTC, these coins are beating up on Bitcoin. Everything you see green here is hotter than Bitcoin right now and holding gains against Bitcoin. All right. All right, Dan, she's going live. Don't worry, man. Me and my wife, I'm just messing with you guys. It's so good. You need to sleep. I know that. Turning 50. Exactly. Babe, come give me a hug. People think I'm mean. Why? Really? Online, you wouldn't come give me a hug? Right? I don't know. He said he muted, right? She said, nah. Just give me a hug. You look beautiful. You look absolutely beautiful. Why? Oh. You want to beat me up? Oh, you want to give me a... Come on. She got it. Yo. She took it right to the ribs, though. Oh. Oh. Yo, that was abuse, man. Y'all seen that? Yo, that was abuse, man. Yeah. Well deserved, wifey. Wifey with the kidney blow. Yo, she knew exactly where to put it too. Like, she knew how to do that. Like, someone taught her that. See no, hear no. What's that about dying naturally in your sleep? Yeah, you're funny, man. Life or blink if you're in danger. You guys are so funny, man. Folded you up. She folded you like a freaking, like a rental chair. Hey. My wife is going good, except she cholesterol is super itchy due to April 22nd. Interesting. Engulfing candle in the 1 hour. Love hurts, lifer. I know, right? You guys are funny, man. Love hurts. You guys are funny. All right. Let's take a look at Luna C. USDT here on MEXC. All the way in the ground, but it looked interesting to me in this little channel here, right? Like it was going to get some legs, and it did actually. Look at that. I looked at this. I put an alert on it, and it actually did bump. It was lunacy, but it looked 5-6%. Still doesn't look amazing. It's very low, high risk. I don't like even trading it, honestly. I think it's kind of garbage, right? But, you know, you never know. It's got a trend line forming right now. I would only put what I was willing to lose as like a joke if I trade this thing, not to be rude. And I don't think trading should be a joke, so I don't know. But I just don't want to be the channel that's like known for trading Luna C. Like, that's not my thing. All right, I want to make that real clear. Like, just very, very, very. I want to make that crystal as clear as clear Pepsi was when it came out when I was 9 or 8 years old. I think they had clear Pepsi. All right, I shouldn't even be talking about soda. But tight moving averages does look nice above a high volume node. That looks to me like it could get a move. 1 hour looking oversold. As long as it stays in this trend, right? Smart move would be wait for it to break back above this key level of resistance. Use that as support and probably continue on up. The target would be 12,522, 3 zeros. All right, 1,000th of a penny for Luna C. Let's take a look at my baby GFAL, games for a living. Holding this thing for a long time. It does have some unlocking. Let's break it down. It was in a tight, beautiful channel. Did not make it out. Came back down. Lost the 200 SMA. I don't care what I give you. I don't care what chart I post to you. If you start to lose a 200 SMA and then you say I lost a trade, that's on you. Like, you know that once you lose a 200 SMA, you got to pay attention. I teach you how to watch the charts. I can never tell you what's going to happen, right? If I knew what was going to happen, I'd be 100%. Look, 3333. That's weird. So while they sold this puppy off pretty hard, I'll be honest, after a beautiful run up to the upside, this also has some token unlocks, right? It's got some, it doesn't, you know, the circulating supply. And again, it was just an only uptrend for a long time. Like, it was going to have to pull back at one point, at least to the 200 SMA on the daily. I pull a fib, and this thing could, you know, it's bouncing really nicely here. Honestly, I like the fib from this impulse because that's the impulse that I'm watching. And to me, it wicked to the 786. It's in the golden pocket. And I like this coin. I just keep adding more, and I've loaded up. I've got a bag of bags right now, a pretty hefty bag of GFAL, and I'm going for the 50x. I believe from here, we can still possibly 30 to 50x this coin. And it's one of my, you know, my little small time winners here, my dark horse, GFAL. I hold control to grab a new thing, but GFAL looks good to me. Obviously, you know, if it loses this, it comes lower. There's no guarantees it's going to hold that level, but the Fibonacci looks right and tight for GFAL. I'll tell you that. Let's take a look at Optimism, or Litecoin too. Litecoin, so funny. I've not looked at Litecoin in a long time. Let's take a look at LTC here. And we'll take a look at it on Binance where it has the most liquidity. Remember the halving and everyone, oh, yep, and then it dumped like it was supposed to. The Litecoin halving, goodbye, right? So funny. Bitcoin halving isn't the same as the Litecoin halving. Honestly, to me, Litecoin's got a cool payment system. It's interesting. But is it the one? I don't know. I first got into Litecoin at $5. I told everybody about it. Litecoin changed my life. It's weird. I have these deep, affiliation, like love fest that I had. Like, it's like an old girlfriend. Like, I used to be with Litecoin, we were together for a long time, but, I've since moved on from her. Like, I don't see her like that anymore, But I used to see her like that. Like, she used the one for me at one point. I told everyone I knew Litecoin was hot because Bitcoin went from 300 to 1,000. ETH went from 89 to $300. And then Litecoin was $5, and there was only 3 coins on Coinbase when I joined Coinbase. There was only 3 coins on the app when I got into Coinbase. And so it was obvious to me. I was like, man, this looks, That 4-hour looks like it's going to close bearish, everybody, and it's got to come back to the 21-day moving average. The 4-hour has to come back down to the 21. Believe that. The more you believe that, the better off you'll be. So, yeah, Litecoin could be double bottoming here. To me, it's making a giant Adam and Eve. So I'm looking for something like this, and I see it go sideways for the next 3 to 4 weeks. I'm not impressed. I'm not trading it. Nothing about Litecoin that's getting me going at all right now. No offense. I love you, Tom Crown. Optimism had a huge pump. Look, 3332 as well. How weird is both coins? Interesting. Now, Optimism is coming right back down to support and oversold on the 3-day chart. Moving average is a little far apart. The daily is getting a little high. It bounced nicely, though. For me, it's looking like it's making something like this. So it'd be nice if we can get the sideways price action for Bitcoin today. All coins get a little bit of a bump. And I'm just seeing Optimism just, maintain that previous support. As you're looking for the SR flip of this key support zone. Resistance, 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 bounce, bounce. That's awesome. Daily, all both getting a little high. You could throw this down. So you're either going to form this falling wedge or you're going to see it could be very likely for a move down. I'm not a huge fan of this coin. I like the tech and I like what it does, but now that we got faster and cooler and more interesting tech now, I don't know. Like, this was cool like a year ago, but like we got some we got Jupiter now. Like, it's better than Optimism. I just think it's better. Anyway. Wow, look at this guy. He removed his orders. He was spoofing us the whole time. Look at that. He just disappeared. We watched him remove the orders. You see that? And he moved away. That whale's gone. Look at proof that the whale disappeared. He said, oh, I'm probably going to... Again, these whales aren't people that know what exactly... He might have waited for a key area, and then he was like, I didn't get it. So now look. Now we look. Did any liquidity move down? Not yet. I'll be paying attention to BOOKMAP and giving you guys an update. But we're matched with liquidity on either end. Still some red down here. It says we go to 44,130 for BTC. Isn't that crazy? It's either up or down, right? It's price action's always moving. So you're looking for Optimism to stay above this level. If Optimism can do these two things, boom, boom, and then somewhere in here, then it's a buy. If it gets rejected, starts to fall, the buy is somewhere around here. The buy changes depending on what levels that you hold and what shapes you create. So I'm always projecting 2 shapes. When it creates the one I want, I take advantage. Does this make sense? Or is that confusing? I think some people find this confusing. Other people get it. It all depends. All right. I'm definitely codependent on alts too, bro. All good. Thank you for ID USD. I have 5x my 500 bag from way back when you said it, bro. Love you, Sammy. That's crazy, bro. Don't save the whales, right? Just bought more cash in the flash small dump. Let's take a look at whales market. Speaking of that. That thing mooned. Wow, it went all the way to 360. $4 at one point. We put out at 60 cents. Before it even hit CoinX, we were getting into it. crazy. On deck screener, whales market. I'll look at deck screener, then I'm out of here for the day here. Have you heard of DYM? Of course. So look, here's the trade for whales market here, 143. But we first put it out here in the falling wedge, remember? Went from 60 cents all the way to 390. And this thing is continuing to rip. It's out of control, this coin. Like, it's out of control. And now you're looking for this, but that what I do is I just keep pulling Fibonacci's. Can even pull a fib here, though. And see, you'll experiment with fibs till ones work better over time. And that's another thing with fibs. Like, you know, you learn by doing. Everything in trading is learned by doing. Well, that's in the 7-8, coming to the 786 Fibonacci golden pocket where you know, boom, right? And if this thing's still hot, which is, it's a whales, you know, you can get stuff, Jupiter, anything with Jupiter. So anyone that's hot on Jupe is going to whales market. Whales market's getting moved by the Jupiter gains. Like, we understood this quickly. We're like, oh, whales is going to move because Jupiter, bang, right? Yeah, I miss whales in orange waiting for pullbacks. If you had to bet your entire portfolio in Bitcoin, you're placing up or down right now. Funny question. I don't know, man. At the present moment in time, that would be, are we looking at small time frame, big time frame? You know, sounds like you're doing an options and you want me to make the call. I'm not doing that. Right now, I see a descending triangle. The charts convey that we're going to go further to the downside. That looks like it's going to dump right now. Stop loss here. You're below the 200 SMA, which gives you confidence that the trade will go in your favor now. See, the trend changes when you lose in 200 SMA. That's what this is telling you. When you got above it, you were in an uptrend. When you got below it, you're in a downtrend. Using the 200 SMA to maximize the trend, understand what's happening. So that looks like a descending triangle to me. That wants to break further down to 44,565. All right. The TA for ASM, please. Assemble protocol on Bittrex or Gate.io. Wow, that thing's on fire. All the way to 15 cents. I mean, it's overbought like you wouldn't believe, right? It's away from the 21-day moving average. Same thing. I mean, I tell everyone what to do. I guess everyone just, and it's simple stuff. Pull a Fibonacci. Wait for it to either consolidate sideways or down. If it consolidates sideways, we have a chance it continues to the upside. Watch how the stochastics reset. Somewhere on the 12-hour and the 8-hour too as well. Actually, wow, they're not actually pretty low. So then that makes me do this then. The bigger time frame looks like a pullback. But here it looks something like this. It's business, everybody. It's business. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking, but it's business. You got to be able to separate who you are and business. Like you got to run business like a calculator. Like a calculator doesn't find out how it's feeling when you ask 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 got to equal 4 when you run a business. No, I'm not talking about you. Why would you say that? No, I would never talk about you. I love you. All right, could you have a look at your near, please? Hey, brother, what do you think of ID Space? Space ID, we already have it. It got a huge pump. Thank God you keep repeating these strategies. It's going to be in my brain forever. Amen. Business is literally busyness. Jupiter, please. Hamburglar still making big moves. 60% up today. You're funny. All right, everyone, I got to jump on out for the day. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate you, and we love you. ASM looks interesting. I'd watch this. You know, I got an alert here. It's on Gate.io, though, which I don't normally trade. So, everyone, we like you. We appreciate you, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on another beautiful live stream. Thank you so much for sitting with us. Tonight is the weekly screen share. So we will be kicking it from 8:15 to about 10 o'clock. All right. Move it to 8:15 just so I can read my kids a book and say goodnight to them. That's all. All right. Just wanted to let you know you're doing an amazing job. We love you too, brother. You're the best. Thank you so much for saying that. One of the only people to say that the whole day. Very nice of you. Very, very nice of you. All right, everyone. We love you. We appreciate you. And, yeah, it's been an amazing day, and I really appreciate the viewership. 721 likes, $104 in chat revenue. Thank you. God bless you all. Weekly screen share. Be there or be square, noobs. We'll be there tonight. We're going to have an amazing time. I'm super excited, and we'll follow up on this pullback. Thank you so much for being in the trading group. Anyone that joined the trading group, we love you. We appreciate you. Links are in the pinned comment here. You can join the trading group very easily. Join MEXC very easily. I Trust Capital and my weekly newsletter. All right there, ready to go here. I'll just show you on the pinned comment section. This will be here, and this stays up throughout the entire life of the live stream. So check it out. These are the easy, most accessible links that we believe will help you out immediately. All right? That's our business. That's what we do. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing your most precious asset, and that is your time. I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. May God bless you all. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.